Why don't you shut the hell up and stop being such a asshole?
You want another beatdown, Rio?
It's not lame-ass karate. It's Cobra Kai.
Hola psicogeeks, bienvenidos a Jovi Vlogs. Hoy me encuentro muy feliz porque tengo a un invitado muy especial y es Xolo de la nueva serie de YouTube Red Cobra Kai. So how are you today, Xolo? I'm so happy to having you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's just becoming summer here in Los Angeles, so it's getting a little bit hot. But it feels nice. It feels nice to not have to wear jackets all the time.
Okay. Are you going to the beach?
Yup, I just went to the beach last week actually, and I think I'll be going again this week. So I'm super excited to go to the beach.
That's so cool. So it's an honor having you here.
Thank you so much.
Because one of my main goals is to make content that can inspire the Latin community, the young people. So I want to start with Cobra Kai. Can you tell us more about the story, your role as a Latino, you know, Miguel?
Yeah, so Cobra Kai is a continuation of the 1984 movie, The Karate Kid, right? And I play this kid, Miguel Diaz, that is the student of Johnny, who is also from the original Karate Kid. And it follows the story of the rivalry between Daniel and Johnny, but in 2018, you know, with current events that are in today's society and stuff like that. And I play this young Latino kid who is trying to figure himself out in high school and just kind of figure out where he fits in.
Oh, wow. And you also are from...
I'm half Mexicano, a quarter Cubano, and a quarter Ecuadoriano.
Good, Latinos.
Yep, so 100% Latino, and then everywhere.
Yeah, that's nice. You know, my generation was very inspired with the first Karate Kid movie. All this, you know, wisdom, Mr. Miyagi, the karate stuff. So you have the opportunity to watch the first movie before you get involved with the Cobra Kai.
Yes, so they definitely recommended that we watch the movie before filming and stuff like that, just because in the script there's nuances and certain lines that are given that you do have to know, that you should at least watch the original Karate Kid so that you can get. But I would say Cobra Kai is a little bit different just because you don't necessarily have to watch the movie to enjoy the show. It really is, you know, a standalone project. While it does share little Easter eggs or lines here that nod, you know, to the original Karate Kid, you don't have to watch the original to enjoy this one. So that's why I really enjoy the show. But obviously, you should if you have a chance.
Yeah, something that you learn about from the movie?
Patient. Being patient.
Wow.
Is the biggest thing. Yeah, I mean that movie. I mean Daniel's character throughout the whole movie is, I mean through the first half is just doing chores. You know, wax on, wax off, paint the fence, clean the cars and stuff like that. So because of that, I mean that character has to learn patience. He's not even learning karate from this guy that said that he was going to teach him karate. So I mean something that is not necessarily right in front of your face and like super apparent, but one of the background messages is definitely
And see, and you don't want to be a pussy, you want to have balls. Don't you think you're doing a lot of genderizing? Quiet! From now on, you won't listen to your guidance counselor, you're going to listen to me. Is that understood? Yeah, Sensei. Good.
Yeah, so strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
No mercy? Oh my God, what can you tell us about that?
So...
And what is the positive way, you know? Yeah,
so strike hard, strike first, no mercy is the slogan or the, you know, the catchphrase of Cobra Kai. So what that is saying is basically you want to make the first move. You want to be sure that in whatever situation, I guess here's the positive part. In whatever situation you're in, make sure that you're in control of what's happening around you.
Very important.
It's super easy nowadays to let things get out of your hands or let things go out of control. So when you're in any given situation, you want to make sure that you know everything that's going on. If you want something, if you want a certain outcome, that you're able to work backwards and use the steps to get wherever you want to go.
You think that the show is helping the young people to, you know, overcome some situation like bullying, like being confident?
I think Cobra Kai is a very powerful show in the sense that if you are getting bullied, you know, this show, even if you're not getting bullied, this show really does a great job at showing you what it means to be a bully, what it means to stand up to bullies, what it, like, everything in that world. It really does. It's not disrespectful, it's not insensitive. It really does show, you know, these characters justice and show the truth behind what it really means to be a teenager.
Yeah, that's true. You have any situation close to you?
Yeah, I have a friend in high school. I'm in high school right now. I have a friend who was going through a really, really hard time and decided that the best method for him to kind of escape was to attempt to commit suicide.
Oh my God.
So this was after the events of Cobra Kai, and I think actually, you know, because of Cobra Kai and a couple of other things in my life at the time, being sure that you are taking the right steps to kind of help that healing and stuff like that, because it's very easy for you to blame yourself and say, you know, this happened, I must have been a bad friend, I must have done something wrong, is it something that I said, something that I missed, like were there signs or whatnot? So just with that, I mean, experience, it's a very real experience, so because of that, making sure that you're taking everything into account and taking everything slowly and really just making sure that you're there for the person.
Banzai! Daniel LaRusso here for LaRusso Auto. We are chopping prices on all of...
So at what age you realize that you want, oh, I want to become an actor? You just wake up one morning and thinking about it, or how everything began?
It wasn't like that at all, actually. So I started acting when I was 10.
Okay.
And before that, I had no really interest in acting at all.
Oh, really?
I watched television here and there. My mom didn't really let me watch a whole lot of television.
No.
So it was kind of like Nickelodeon sometimes, Cubo, but what really solidified me wanting to be an actor was being on Parenthood. You know, everything before that was kind of like something on the side or a hobby or something to get myself into college.
Some commercials.
But yeah, some commercials, some print. But Parenthood, my first role on TV, because of that job, I would say that is the turning point for me, where it went from being like something fun to do to taking it seriously and thinking, all right, this is something that I could have with me for the rest of my life.
Oh wow! And with all this difficult, you know, situation that you need to act, something, one emotion that is more difficult for you, angry or sadness, I don't know, something that you really need to work to.
I think being angry is something that's very hard to show on camera. Yeah. I don't consider myself a very angry person all the time.
You look so happy.
But you know, when it comes to acting, making sure that it looks real is the biggest thing. Yeah. And because of that, because I'm not a very angry person, it's hard for me to look angry without people being like laughing or stuff like that. Like, what? This guy doesn't, like, he's not a very good, he's not a very good angry person. So because of that, making sure that I give myself extra time to get into the character or read over the lines. And the biggest thing is when you're doing a scene, just think of it as a conversation. Don't even think of it as you're being filmed. Acting. Yeah, don't even think about it like that. Just think about it like in real time. If I was having this conversation with you, what would I be saying? What would you be saying? You know, being able to see the gears turn in your head and thinking about what the other person is saying rather than thinking about the lines. Because at the end of the day, it's not the lines that matter, but the feelings with those lines. Yeah. So I would say being angry is one of the hardest things to do.
You're Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai! Yeah! All right, guys, let's get down there.
You know, this show, Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, even Parenthood have like a lot of struggle and hard emotions. You have something in your real life, something difficult in your journey that you can tell us about and how you deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, I have struggles every day, you know. I'm a normal person. I have the same sort of problems that everyone else deals with. And I think the biggest thing is, especially being someone who is in the public eye and is being watched by however many people, and people are following you, and in this world of social media and Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter and all of this, making sure that you're aware of what you're saying. Because even if I don't realize it, you know, something that I say may affect someone else, whether that be in a positive way or a negative way. So just making sure, I think that's one of the things that I kind of struggle with on a day-to-day basis is figuring out, you know, what I'm saying, and is this going to affect people positively or negatively, or is this opinion too strong? Like, I do have strong opinions on some things, and making sure that to mention them when appropriate. So I think that's one of the biggest struggles. It kind of sounds like a big first world problem. Like, it's not really that big of a problem, but it is something that just to kind of consider, you know, before I post something, to think, all right, is this, or is it even necessary? Do I need to post a picture of a burger? Yes. Yes, I do. But just kind of going through that. Or even just in everyday life, when speaking with people, is it, you know, choice of words is a big thing.
It's true.
If you meet someone and you're a jerk to the next president of the United States, that sticks. That sticks. Yeah, that, I mean, that's another.
I expect you to act like a normal person. You don't even know Robbie, and you were trying to start a fight with him?
You have to strike first. You don't wait for the enemy to attack.
The enemy?
So in the show, in the Cobra Kai, one of the things that left me with more expectation was how everything ended with Samantha.
Okay.
What we can expect for the next season? Is gonna be any contact in some way?
You know, I really wish I knew. I have no clue anything about season 2, but I will say that I think, you know, the first season was meant to set up. You meet all of the characters, you learn their little story arcs, and we're really left at the end of season 1 on a cliffhanger, being that, you know, Miguel and Sam are broken up. We can assume are broken up.
Yeah.
And it's really left in this situation to see where. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but you know, after the tournament, where that leaves Miguel and where that leaves Sam, just being that, considering all of the events in episodes 8, 9, and 10, I think it's going to lead to really different storylines in season 2. Yeah, really, really vast changes, and maybe changes that you didn't expect.
But we can expect a happy ending, or?
Oh, no, no. It depends what you consider happy. It depends what you want, but I really don't know that
I
much.
hope so.
I hope so.
So now, Xolo, I have some questions from my audience that they want to know for you. So the first one is, what comes in your mind when you hear the word haters? And how you deal with this, and if you have any advice?
You know, no matter who you are, no matter how big or small, especially, I mean, going back to social media, there's always people that aren't going to agree with you. And just for me personally, it's remembering not to take it personally. A lot of times they don't know who I am. They don't know my life. They don't know the different experiences that I've had. They really do not know everything in my life. So I think when I hear haters, it's kind of the people who don't agree with you. And that's okay. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. I have my own opinion, but making sure that you're being respectful about it.
Nice. Favorite actor?
I have a couple, yeah. I really enjoy Michael Cera. He's like a funny actor, kind of a dorky guy, kind of like myself. I really love Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really love his acting. Amanda Stenberg, she's a female actress. She's really, really wonderful. Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
You know, he went from, you know, Parks and Rec and these shows to Guardians of the Galaxy. So those are some of my favorites.
And favorite movie? Your favorite?
I have a couple. I really love Up.
Oh,
the Disney movie.
One of my favorites.
I love Up. Princess Mononoke is an animated movie, like an anime.
I need to watch that one.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of my all-time favorites. It's also from the 80s. And Shawshank Redemption, I really like.
Oh, that is a good one. A huge message.
Yeah, that
oh
was a
my
huge
God.
message. I like that.
What is your best karate move?
Right now, I can do jumping spinning kicks. Those are always fun. So being able to jump and do a 360 and land a kick, those are cool. I can do those. Right now, I'm trying to learn to do a kip up, which is where you lay on the ground and you're able to get yourself up.
Okay.
Like, it's used in
It's
dance
hard?
a lot. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, you can't see it, but I'm not super strong. You know, I'm kind of skinny. So being able to have that core strength and that arm strength to get yourself up off the ground just with using your legs and your core is hard. So I'm learning to do that.
Okay, so you need to go to the gym.
Yeah, I need to go to the gym, do something, eat my vegetables, something like that.
Okay. Self-defense tip.
If you're ever being attacked, to plop out the person who's attacking you, their eyeballs. Put your thumb in their eyes.
Eyeballs? Okay.
Pop it out like a grape.
Oh my God.
That's a little violent, but only in the most desperate of times. Not all your friends. Don't do that.
Oh wow, you are amazing. Everything is super interesting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I'm so happy. So thank you, Xolo, for being here today in Joey Vlogs and Entertainment Affair.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Not lame ass karate. It's Cobra Kai.